A very good morning to all dear students. Welcome to our online classes. Here from now onwards, we are going to discuss online classes due to the condition which is prevailing outside, particularly the Omicron which was increasing the cases. So the Usmania State has decided to conduct the classes online for up to 38. If the condition is more worse, it will be continued. So hope you will follow as usual same classes. I will try to explain in detailed manner and what are the conditions are prevailing and what are the different topics we are going to discuss in solid state physics. That is nothing but advanced solid state physics. And the last class with the step of flow, we have discussed some of the topics which are related to our advanced SSP. But still, we will again begin our start with Unit 3 and Unit 4. And here in this class, we will discuss about the advanced solid state physics, the introduction part of the advanced solid state physics. So let us discuss about the advanced solid state physics. Advanced solid state physics. So what is meant by advanced solid state physics? Why it is called advanced? So before starting the unit 3 and unit 4, we will try to discuss about this topic. And unit 1 and unit 2 we will teach by man, self and unit 3 and unit 4 I will discuss. The topics names we are having as analytic properties and our fourth unit is nothing but the superconductor. Understand? So if you try to understand unit 1 and unit 2 clearly, then we can able to understand the 3 and 4 very easily. Understand? So I request all the students must and should follow unit 1 and unit 2. Where there so many basic fundamentals are there. And 3 or 4 are completely new. Like that, we should know the concept of the solid state physics. It is completely different when we compare to the advanced solid state. Let us now we will discuss some fundamental issues of solid state physics. Then we will come to the advanced solid state physics. What actually does it mean? Understand? So, dear students, we will know solid. Matter is composed of what form? It is in a three forms. And fourth form is also scientists have conducted is called the amorphous. First of all, what is matter? Matter is nothing but whenever any forms or waves are falling on our body, it becomes some sensation. Understand? It doesn't mean any particle will doesn't falling on our body, it doesn't consider matter. It is not matter. So the fact is how the matter is interacting. It is in motion always. So in that motion we are having the four types: solid, liquid, gas, and plasma or amorphous. Understand? Let us know the differentiation between the solid, liquid, and gas, and the third state is called the plasma, fourth state plasma. So we are having first state that is called the solid. Next one we are having the liquid. And next third one we are having the gas state. Understood? So what is solid state physics we will discuss? First we will discuss. Solid is a material which having the atom or ion or arranged in a regular manner. Understood? They are arranged in a regular manner. Understood? Whatever the atom or ion we are having, they are arranged in the regular manner or regular fashion. Please try to know very critically, otherwise we cannot able to understand the concept. So all the atoms are arranged in regular manner. Regular manner. Understood? So they are arranged in a regular manner. Understood? Another form of matter are called the liquid, weight, atoms or ions arranged somewhat in regular. Understood? And completely different arrangement are going to take place. Atoms are arranged in regular manner, atoms are arranged somewhat in regular. Understood? Weight, atoms or ions are arranged in irregular manner. Understood? So these are considered about this considered as a solid, liquid, gas, like the three state of matter we are having. And fourth one where out of the gases are random. They don't have any direction. So like that we can consider for any material which are ductile means very solid. What will happen? Where all the arrangement of the molecules are taking place in some alignment. Some distribution should will be there. That is called the alignment. It's called the solid. And there is a liquid what we should try to see. Simple, we can take some day-to-day life examples. Suppose we try to stone or any iron material. What will happen? Iron. All the materials or atoms are arranged in what manner? In a regular fashion manner. Fashion means without any disturbance, without any deviation, or they are having a uniform. We can call the exact term that's called the uniformity of the atoms will be there. Understood? That is called atoms are arranged in a regular manner. Understood? So like that we are having. And then liquid now, liquid we are trying to see the atoms are one to the interatomic distance. Whatever the interatomic distance they are having, they are very far away. They are moving away from each other. Understood? Like that, the away they are moving from each other. Understood? Somewhat in the regular. And when the gases, if you try to see, the molecules, whatever we are having, they are trying to shift in a random manner. What is meant by the random? We have used the term that is irregular manner. So like that every matter we have discussed solid, liquid, gas, and amorphous are the fourth state of matter, where the combination of all the three states, solid, liquid, gas, three combined together, we are going to get the actual partner. Understand? Like that, we should know how the behavior of a motion of molecules are going to take place from one form to the another form. Understood? Solid, liquid, gas, the three states of matter. We are having. You should know. And particularly, the fourth state of matter is that is the amorphous wave or a theoretical plasmoids are advanced. We will discuss in the solid state, advanced solid state. Like that, we very well know if you try to study the atomic structure or atomic physics. In that atomic physics, there are different type of inventions and discoveries have been taken. If you try to Bohr atomic model, and the Bohr atomic model, if you try to apply in terms of classical mechanics, we are only able to discuss the three structural units, 1, 2, 3, like that. We are having the three states of matter, circle 1, circle, like that. We are orbits. We are having the different type of orbits we are having. These orbits having the energy states. One orbit having the one energy states. Understood? K, L, M, N. Like that, the different alignment of the structures are going to take. If you try to see here, K, N, M, different energy states we are having. Understood? Different energy states, what we'll do, let us see now. So we were discussing about what we were discussing about the how actually the formation of different atoms depending on that value, and we have discussed about the A, L, N. They are having different energy states. A, L, M, N. Different energy level states that depending on the energy level state, we are going to get the different atomic structures we are going to understand. If the electron is jumping from one energy state to another energy state, definitely we are going to get the one form of energy. Understood? Like that, we are going to get the different forms of the structures we are going to get. And local force scattering model also when the soft scattering particle is going towards the nucleus and taking the shape U-turn or a parabolic path is called. Due to that, what we can able to determine how the structural formation of the atoms are going to do. Means by using this experiment, we are able to prove that the center is in nucleus. And if positive charge helium which you go to do, if alpha scattering is free, of positive and positive what is happening? Repulsion state. Understood? So that's why we are going to get the Coulombic repulsion is going to take place inside the atomic structure. Like that we are going to form solid, liquid, gas states. We are going to form. Understood? Like that step by step we should try to understand. We can be able to understand so many concepts very easily and very easily. Now let us now enter into the advanced solid state. We very well know in the first semester also we have discussed about the map and discussed about the solid state physics, what is called. Just to recap you, I have said. And what about the advanced solid state? Advanced solid state physics is more developed compared to the solid state. So why it is called development advanced? Why? Because the applications, whatever the applications you are using the solid state physics, like constructions, mobiles, gadgets, all comes under some sort of solid state. But advanced solid state physics is a more research has been done by the scientists, and we know more innovations, more inventions, more discoveries are done. Simple example, the country of Japan or Switzerland, they are using the trains. The speed of a train generally what is the speed of intended 120 km per hour or 90 km per hour. Like that it will be there. When the speed of the train, if you want to increase, we should use the advanced one. But India, the technology is not at error. If you go to some Switzerland, where the temperature is very, very cool. Understand? It is possible there advanced. Sir, what is the example we are looking at exam? In next class we can discuss. But at Delhi, how it is possible? How is it possible to construct? To understand more about the advanced solid state physics matter. So the advanced solid state physics matter can understand in a simple. If they are using the train is traveling on the tracks, they are not traveling inside the track, but they are is there between the train and the track. Whatever the railway track is there. Generally, what happens when having a track? The train is the wheel is going to track. Due to that, what happens? We are generating the friction. Friction is a very, very important aspect. Due to the friction itself, what happens? The tires, whatever you are going to travel on the surface. Due to this, what happens? We are generating some heat energy. Due to the heat energy, the force of an heavy object is going to reduce. The momentum is getting reduced. Okay, like that. So suppose what happens in the advanced solid state physics, the wheel should not touch due to the Meissner effect. Meissner effect. What happened? The expulsion of magnetic fields. The expulsion of magnetic fields is suppose the lines are coming, it is going in this direction. Different, they are not touching to the my hand, that is it is going. Meissner expulsion of a magnetic lines are going to happen. So the technology we are using the advanced solid state physics is nothing but the expulsion of magnetic lines or field. Exactly in what is microscopic study, expulsion of magnetic lines can be known easily. So that is the exact point we would like to know here as well as friction and Meissner effect. Solid, liquid, gas. Atoms are in a regular manner, we very well know that we will not discuss again and again. So my point I would like to bring notice to you that any material if you try to study definitely we are having some properties. Understood? Depending on the magnetic. So best example of train which are now the speed. You know the speed of the train is nearly 1000 kilometers per hour. If you want to travel to Delhi or other Calcutta, it is 1400 or anything. Just within 3 or 4 hours we can reach by neglecting all the dilation. So that is a very basic fundamental understanding we should know in the solid state physics, which is considered the advanced. Understood? So like that, the revolutionary, the tremendous and revolutionary change has taken place in the physics due to the advanced solid state physics. Are clear? So like that, step by step, we will try to understand. We can able to get the different types of methods of the things. Friction. So here, what are the friction we are going to determine? Frictional force बदल कर if you are trying to travel, train is traveling on a track or generating heat energy, mechanical energy, all these source of energies are going to generate. Due to that friction is generated. This friction what will do definitely trying to affect. Definitely trying to affect by the rupture. Due to the rupture of energy. Understood? Like that we are going to happen different form of solid, liquid, gas, energy we are going to have. Understood? And another thing we should know that is called solid, liquid, gas. We are having to know advanced having the advanced. Now let us come into our unit 3. We are going to discuss in the unit 3 about the what magnetic properties. Magnetic properties. What are magnetic properties? Before magnetic properties, in unit 1 as though we discussed the electronic properties and diagrams and ferroelectrics. In that we can know different type of spontaneous of materials we can know. But magnetic properties are completely different. Let us now in this introduction class I will try to explain you in detail what actually the magnet and what are the magnetic properties are very interesting. If you understand any subject, you should go in depth. It will be very interesting. If you are only discussing only about the exam part of it, we cannot be able to understand anything. So definitely we should go to some fundamental concept. Depending on that, we can able to understand more about it. So I will try to explain unit 3 the magnetic properties. The first topic we have had the diamagnetism and introduction to the magnetic properties. In that only we will cover the first topic. It's called the diamagnetism. So please listen. We will try to follow this some salient point. I will try to start more about the magnetic properties of the magnet. So now let us discuss in more detail about the magnetic properties. So what is magnet? First we will discuss what is it. So we generally if you ask any student they will tell magnet is nothing but the attraction or repulsion. Actually the attraction and repulsion is very small. Anybody can tell a child can answer. But why it is attracting? Why it is getting repulsion? What is the reason behind it? We should. Otherwise, I cannot able to answer anything. Definitely, we should reply. So let us know what is magnet. Magnet. Magnet is a material. I would like to explain about the other topics. Diamagnetic, ferromagnetic, paramagnetic also I will try to explain. But before that, we should know some basic properties of the magnet. Magnet is a material we are having poles, North Pole and South Pole. North Pole and South Pole there. What will happen sir when it is North Pole and South Pole? If you go more study, that is called microscopic study, then what will happen? Definitely, we are going to generate something. Understand? And another point if you know, if you consider the nucleus, N is a nucleus, electron is there. So what will happen? The electron is revolving. This try to understand that when electron is revolving around the nucleus also. If electron is revolving, it is having an orbital motion. Orbital motion. Orbital motion, along the orbital motion, we are going to generate two kinds of motion. That is called the electric flux. Electric flux we can call and magnetic field. Magnetic field we are. If electron is changing, suppose we are having here, and another electron is having. So the change of shifting of place is going. Whenever the electron in the circle manner is going to rotate, what will happen? Definitely, we are going to generate what? We generate the electric flux and electric magnetic movement is going to like that we are having the magnetic field. Understood? We are having the magnetic field is going to generate inside each and every atom. So each magnet have what magnetic dipole. Magnetic dipole. Magnet we understand magnet is nothing but material is having the property of both attraction and repulsion. The property is having the both attraction and repulsion is called the magnet. Where the property attraction property and repulsion property. Attraction as well as the repulsion property we are going to harness. Attraction between what? North pole again same magnet and dipole. Then what will happen? North pole I am attaching to this repulsion. But when I am attaching to this attraction, because two opposite charges attract to same charges repulse each other in very very. So attraction and repulsion are very very important aspects. Understand? So if you go more detail, now we are discussing the magnetic movement. I hope you are going to see here magnetic movement. What do you mean by magnetic movement? The magnetic movement is going to explain about what any magnet having a magnetic movement or dipole movement. Magnetic moment is the more advanced capital element small element to into that. That is called the magnetic. And what is dipole? Sir? Dipole is nothing but very magnetic to try to see two poles, north pole and south pole, separated by distance, are nothing but magnetic moment. And the dipole is two equal and opposite. North pole and south pole is called the magnetic dipole moment. Or you can call exact dipole. That is better. Dipole means what? Dipole means two separate. Here we are having north pole and south. This is also the poles. Diameter is pole means south pole, north pole. Like that we are having the north pole and south pole. We are the two types. Understood? So now, what is the magnetic moment? Magnetic moment is nothing but capital M. M into 2. M is nothing but the magnet, whatever the magnet we are taking on the pole. Understood? And 2 is the distance. Then we can able to determine the magnetic moment of any material. Understood? And next we are going to discuss the another thing. That is nothing but alignment. Alignment. What are alignments? Alignments are definitely we are having each and everything. We are having the alignment. Without alignment, you are not able to get any sort of attraction. So here the interesting fact is nucleus. Does nucleus have any magnetic moment? Yes, but the nucleus are very smaller, 1,000 times smaller compared to the electron. Understood? That's why we are not considering nuclear also have the magnetic moment. Definitely everything is but let's talk more different. We are studying about electron bypass. This have the more magnetic moment, more dipole moment, more intensity of magnetism. That's why we are able to study all these fundamental things. Understood? And some magnets have a permanent dipole moment. Some don't have. Some have, but another one. Now let us discuss about the type. Alignment between what the science. This is also the alignment. In this alignment, we are having the first is called ferromagnetic. Ferromagnetic. What is ferromagnetic, paramagnetic, and diamagnetic? Ferromagnetic, I will learn right here, and diamagnetic. And here, paramagnetic. Suppose if you draw the diagram, you can able to understand easily what is the difference. Understand? So here ferromagnetic, what is ferromagnetic is a material where we are having different forms of dipoles. One point is also a dipole. Now was starting. Together they are getting the dipole. So if I am applying some magnetic field, external magnetic field and E. So what will happen in ferromagnetic? If I am applying the external magnetic field, then definitely the alignment are taking place along the direction of the magnetic field. Along the and alignment will be aligned. What will happen sir when alignment is taking place? Definitely the susceptibility of the material is going to increase. That is the mu is greater than 1. So why is it being increased? Because as we are applying the magnetic field to the material, already externally we are going to apply. Understand? And inside the magnetic material we are also lines here. Both are moving along the direction of the magnetic field. What will happen? There will be cancellation of the charges will be less. If one arrow is moving in this direction of plus 2 and added another node, what happened? Both are plus 2 plus again plus 2 or plus 3. What will happen? 5. So magnetic movement is increasing, dipole is increasing, intensity is increasing. Intensity is what? M by U. Magnetic movement by volume means what area the intensity is going to act. You should know that I am going to M by U. In S class, I will add some more information. Magnetization and magnetization of metal means how much amount of quantity of magnetization is going to take place in the material, and this is the area volume. Understood? Then we can able to get the actual variation of the magnetic fields in the physics. We can able to understand very easily without any deviation. Understood? So we have the ferromagnetic, diamagnetic and paramagnetic. Along the magnetic field, diamagnetic, ferromagnetic, sorry. And what about paramagnetic? Let us now look at the paramagnetic. Paramagnetic, we have the alignment of molecules. If you apply the external magnetic field, feeble magnetism, feeble magnetism. Feeble means what? Very small amount of magnetization of the material is going to take place inside the material. That is nothing but feeble magnetic. Along the magnetic field, dia, para, ferro. Understood? This side of the process, ferromagnetic, diamagnetic, paramagnetic. Ferromagnetic is along the direction. Here also I am applying magnetic field. Here also I am applying the magnetic field. So what will happen? The only some, because whatever the poles, magnetic poles we are having, what will happen? The magnetic poles are going to act along the direction. But here paramagnetic, what will happen? Only some of the few of the magnets are going to align. 60%, 70%. Due to that, some amount only what we call example term is called feeble or less quantity of magnetization may be and the susceptibility is greater than or equal to, maybe it is greater but less than 1 sometimes 0.5 or we can write from 1, it may be a 0.5 greater than 0.5. Understood? Or we can put less than 0.5. And what about the diagonality we are writing last, we are writing last. But here the diagonality is a material when we are applying the magnetic field from the externally, it is opposes the original flow. It is going to opposite direction. The dipoles, whatever they are in the dipole now, they they are moving in the opposite direction. Whatever the we are having, when I am applying, all they are moving, all they are moving in the opposite direction. Understood? Like that, what happened? There is a zero amount of magnetic susceptibility going to take. There is no change in the magnetism. Means the dipoles are cancel each other. Understood? They are cancel each other and very less. They are always moving the opposite to the direction of the magnetic. They are moving along. They are moving opposite to the magnetic field. They are moving opposite to the magnetic field. They are moving to. So this is the fundamental things we should know. The magnetic. Otherwise, we cannot able to understand what the changes are taking place. And last but not least is the advanced we are having that is anti-ferromagnetic. Anti-ferromagnetic. Understand? Here we are equal to 0. Is equal to 0. Or susceptible equal to 0. And there are anti-ferromagnetic. Anti-ferromagnetic. What is anti-ferromagnetism? Anti-ferromagnetism is material where we are having the alignments of the molecules. In which way we are having alignments of the molecules? The different. That is nothing but if you are applying this, we are doing this like this. +1 minus, +2 minus, -3. So it completely equal to 0. All is less than 1. Or less than 0 also. Like that we are having different forms in different classes. So ferromagnetic, diamagnetic, paramagnetic materials are very important materials. Understood? Like that we are having different forms of magnetic. In paramagnetic we are having greater. It is feeble, but we are having a greater amount of magnetic compared to the diamagnetic. Understood? Ferromagnetic without applying the electromagnetic techniques, permanent dipole moment will set in. Without even if you don't apply magnetic field also, the permanent dipole moment will be there. Whereas paramagnetic character, very less amount of the diamagnetic will be there. That's why we are having some problems in the material. Understood? And magnetic intensity also we should know. Thus that we can able to understand. And the last but not least, that is important for you. Among the solid, liquid, gas, the ferromagnetic minerals are more applicable in the solids. It is not applicable in the liquid and gas. Why, sir? Because whenever there is more randomness in there, this property cannot possible. Because in solid and liquid, gas and liquid, if you try to see there is more randomness, there will be no alignment. So solid will be possible. And whereas other diagrams and parameters, there is a applicable in the liquid and gases and somewhat in the solid also. But the condition for the ferromagnetic should be solid only, not gas and liquid, because the dipole moment is in this manner. So like that we should understand each and every point critically, then we can easily able to understand. Understood? So overall in this class what we have discussing introductory part to the solid state physics, difference between the advanced solid state physics and properties of solid, liquid, gases, paramagnetic, ferromagnetic and diamagnetic. In next class we will try to discuss another topic in the introductory part of the antimaterial and diamagnetic. Thank you.